If you're watching because you love me, thank you. If you're watching because you don't love me, welcome.
Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, we'll not only talk about the Mariah Ellen issue, but gloss upon some of the instances and events that have made 2020 truly a year Ellen will never forget. And it's not all about COVID-19. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.
Do you want to win any of these items on your screen? If so, be sure to watch the whole video, leave a like, and comment the hidden message. And with that being said, let's get right into the video.
This feels less like a fire, more like an inferno.
If there's ever been an award for most infamous or famous, whichever you'd prefer, year of the 21st century, 2020 is definitely a strong candidate for the top spot. It doesn't even matter that we still have 2 months to go. In only its first 3 months, we've already experienced some major historical events. From the forest fires in New South Wales, the UK formally withdrawing from the EU, the COVID-19 pandemic, the Black Lives Matter movement, to the death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant, and so on and so forth. Almost all industries were directly or indirectly hit by life-altering news. The entertainment world wasn't spared either, as 2020 uncovered one of its most stunning scandals yet, which was almost equally controversial to Harvey Weinstein's conviction in February. I'm sure from the title of this video you know what, or precisely who we're talking about.
How was everybody's summer? Good? Yeah? Mine was great.
This year, we've seen one of our generation's most beloved and greatest talk show hosts face the biggest backlash of her career. The string of bad publicity had gained traction with allegations of toxic workplace behavior and long-standing rumors about Ellen's mean tendencies off-camera. It may not be groundbreaking to some, but for a talk show whose mantra was always be kind, and a host who's known to adhere to such a philosophy, no wonder it commanded such serious resistance. Granted, the more serious allegations of sexual harassment and racism were directed towards the show's executives and producers. Its representative and main actor Ellen was definitely held accountable.
I take responsibility for what happens at my show.
For those who have remained clueless for the past months, let me give you a bit of background. The domino effect of this whole fiasco started when a famous Dutch YouTuber, Nikki de Jager, reported her unpleasant experience during her January appearance on the show. This was followed by a viral Twitter thread created by comedian Kevin Porter, encouraging netizens to share stories exposing Ellen's unkind behavior. When the time of self-quarantine came, Ellen was further dipped in hot water when she jokingly likened the experience as being in prison, in spite of spending it in her million-dollar mansion. A lot of viewers understandably felt insulted, stating that the joke was tone-deaf. It became worse when 30 employees from Ellen's core stage crew expressed their anger and distress over the lack of communication over their pay and working hours during a month of quarantine.
This is like being in jail, is what it is.
By July, dozens of past and present employees started opening up about incidents of racism and intimidation on set. In the same month, BuzzFeed reported that 36 ex-staffers had revealed incidents of sexual misconduct, harassment, and assault by top producers and head writers. The onslaught of shocking news triggered Warner Media to launch an internal investigation, and for Ellen to release a public apology.
This summer, there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show. And then there was an investigation.
3 of the show's top producers were subsequently fired. By now, you could imagine the backlash the show and the host were receiving.
I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected.
Amidst the growing scandal, and with some celebrities even confirming Ellen's not-so-saintly behavior, netizens were encouraged to look for more receipts. People started cropping up past interviews, instances or comments where the host was mean, rude, or disrespectful towards guests or employees. One of which was an old interview with global icon Mariah Carey. A short clip of the 2008 episode had resurfaced in social media around May, but gained a lot more attention and more Ellen backlash after the singer had opened up about it in September.
People are saying that you're pregnant. There's rumors.
Don't discuss that.
So what exactly happened in that interview? Apparently, when the hitmaker talked about her wedding with then-husband Nick Cannon, it prompted the big question a lot of people were curious about at the time. Was the artist already pregnant? A question whose answer Ellen was apparently dead set on squeezing out of the artist. Mariah obviously didn't want to disclose anything at the beginning, but Ellen was relentless. When prodding wasn't enough, Ellen then brought out a cup of champagne to bait the singer. Mischievously, Ellen says, "Let's toast to you not being pregnant if you're not pregnant." The cornered artist was obviously shocked and responded with, "I can't believe you did this to me, Ellen." Though she was put on the spot, Mariah still tried to talk her way out of drinking for a whole minute and even pretended to drink. Honestly, at this point, it was already so obvious how the singer was desperate to keep it a secret. But alas, a smell of an apparent lack of sensitivity here. Eventually, the cat was out of the bag and Mariah had to confess after being outed, and so the news was then publicized. Sadly, a week after the interview, Mariah suffered a miscarriage. Carey had kept it secret until she got pregnant again with twins in 2010. The artist told ABC News, "It kind of shook us both and took us into a place that was really dark and difficult. I wasn't able to even talk to anybody about it. That was not easy." Thankfully, in 2011, her twin babies, Monroe and Moroccan, were successfully born.
Why would I do that to you?
Well, I don't know.
It's apple cider. You have a baby. I'm not going to give you anything else.
Fast forward to 2020, Mariah finally comments about the incident, and it looks like netizens weren't the only ones who felt frustrated with what had transpired. The global icon told Vulture, "I was extremely uncomfortable, and I really have had a hard time grappling with the aftermath. I don't want to throw anyone that's already being thrown under any proverbial bus, but I did not enjoy that moment." As it turns out, Mariah already had problems with miscarriage prior to the 2008 interview, and that's why the artist wasn't comfortable revealing any news about her pregnancy yet. An article from the Detroit News said it best. Ellen DeGeneres violated the common courtesy and empathy that's granted to women who worry about miscarriage in the early months of their pregnancies. Given the present circumstances, the majority of netizens were given more reasons to be disappointed with the show host. Some of the fans' reaction in Twitter include, "Poor Mariah could have dealt with her miscarriage in private, because it's traumatic as but she had this done to her a week before." 2 words, Rosie O'Donnell. Ellen is headed down that path in my opinion. Every dog has its day. Ellen has had hers, now it's someone else's turn. You can clearly see Ellen in the vid pushing the alcohol towards Mariah, rather joking or not. Mariah tried to avoid the convo several times and that was Ellen's response. Planned or not, I don't know, go ask them. I remember so many times where she pressured guests to reveal if they were pregnant or what they were having. Like damn, no respect for a woman's privacy. I think she did something similar with Kylie a couple of years ago. And when one person commented that the episode was maybe planned in advance, another responded with, "The Ellen Show is literally built off of surprise acts, whether it's jump scares or any other impromptu decisions that only Ellen and her team know about. Whenever she has a celeb on her show, she does some sort of surprise that makes them uncomfortable at the very least." Besides Carey, Porter, and DeJager, there were several other celebrities who have also voiced their discontentment with the talk show host's behavior. Following Ellen's public apology, Brad Garrett posted on Twitter, "Sorry, but it comes from the top at The Ellen Show. No more than one who was treated horribly by her. Common knowledge." When People's Magazine shared the tweet, actress Leah Thompson was quick to comment on the article to voice her agreement too.
When I first saw and first started reading, there were reports of troubles behind the scenes.
Prior to those tweets, Australian radio host Neil Breen also shared his brief experience while working with Ellen's team. According to the host, they were instructed by producers not to talk, look, or approach Ellen. "I don't know whether she's a nice person or not. I wouldn't have a clue. But I can tell you, the people who worked with her walked on eggshells the whole time," says Breen on one of his 4BC breakfast segments.
No, and we're married. We're not single women with cats.
It's not like we're boring.
No, not at all.
Other celebrities who have also been made uncomfortable in past episode, as deemed by netizens and other articles, include Cher when they visited a dry bar, Michelle Obama during their trips to the CVS pharmacy, Justin Bieber when he had to talk about that one vacation where he was caught nude by paparazzis, Dakota Johnson about her 30th birthday party, Piers Morgan, who negatively reacted about Ellen's controversial birthday tweet to Katy Perry and Caitlyn Jenner when she was interviewed by Ellen regarding gay marriages.
A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We will be giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's really your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. Go for it.
Though the daytime talk show has successfully returned last September 21st for its 18th season after a brief hiatus, there's no doubt that Ellen's reputation has already been marred. Only time will tell how the show and the host will fully bounce back. And that wraps up the big picture and details. We can't wait to hear your opinions in the comment section. Bang on that like button, share the video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell.